everyone, welcome to Advanced Engineering Physics Fiber Optics Part 3. This is Dr. Aisdeepti, Assistant Professor in Physics, Department of HNS, MLR Institute of Technology. Now, in this video lecture, what you are going to learn? You are going to learn about signal degradation, attenuation mechanism, dispersion, and application of optical fibers in different fields. So, we have already learned about application of optical fibers in communication system, which is the heart of the communication system. Now, what is the losses in optical fibers? Especially this slide or these end part of the lessons tell about how the signal will be degraded or how the loss of the information will be done with the different ways. Okay, so signal degradation and attenuation mechanism. This means what? Signal degradation or distortion occurs due to broadening of optical pulses as they travel along the fiber. So, how the optical pulses are broadened? That is the question, no? How the optical pulses are broadened? Optical pulses are broadened as the refractive index, change in the refractive index is maintained, if any other changes will be there between core and cladding interface, then the optical pulses will be broadened. Okay, the overlap between neighboring pulses create crosses errors in the receiver output. Okay, the signal crosses will be there and errors also will be there in the output, resulting in the limitation of information carrying capacity of the fiber. So, what is the major thing here we can observe? The signal degradation or distortion occurs due to the broadening of pulses, one thing, and errors will be created when the neighboring pulses overlap on one another. These are the two major things. Okay, so there are 5 types of losses. One is attenuation loss. Next one is absorption loss. Next, bending loss. Of them, 2 types of are there. Micro bending and micro bending is there, and dispersion loss and fiber joints. These are the 5 types of losses that we can observe in an optical fiber. Now, attenuation loss. What is the attenuation loss? The signal power loss due to traveling of light for long distances in optical fiber is called as attenuation loss. So, for optical fiber, we are going to have the light pulses traveling through the optical fiber through core and cladding interface, and we are using this same principle to travel through a long distances where the loss will be there because of longer distances. Okay, this is what the signal loss of signal power. Here the signal power loss due to some amount of light refracted into cladding region, and also see here the cladding region is the one where it has lower refractive index than core, even though lower refractive index than core, but there may be chance of signal loss. Why? Because when the signal is going to enter from a core and cladding, this is the core and this is the cladding. So, let us consider here the thing. This is the incident ray. Here will be the acceptance angle. So, what is the acceptance angle? Once again, we recall the acceptance angle, the angle with which the ray incidents are enter into the optical fiber, where it undergoes to the total internal reflection, is called as the acceptance angle. Okay, so here it undergoes through core cladding interface with a total internal reflection. There is a chance of entering of light into the cladding also. Some amount of light may be entered through the cladding. There are several reasons for that one. Because of one is because of a refractive index, difference in the refractive index, and another is because of thickness of core and cladding interface and so on. Okay, so there might be different things will be there for the attenuation loss. the power loss. Okay, and signal will be going into the cladding, that will be power is wasted. Okay, attenuation is usually expressed in decibels per unit length. PIN is the input optical power into the optical fiber. P output is the optical output power. L is the length of the fiber. Then dB in km, dB per decibels per unit length is equals to minus 10 by L log of P output by P input. This is the attenuation loss formula. Okay. Now bending loss. So as the optical fibers we told in the first video lecture itself, what you have learned in the first video lecture, the optical fiber is very thin, but even though it is very thin, it will be easily bent. Okay, and the bend without any loss, without any breakage of core and cladding interface, or without anything happens to the total optical fiber cable, it can be bent easily. But due to that bending also, we do have some loss. So, okay, there are two types of bending. One is macro bending, another one is micro bending. Macro bending, when entire optical fiber is bent, then the total internal reflection will be disturbed. So, what here the major cause for bending loss? The total internal reflection, disturbance of total internal reflection. So, due to that, some of the light will be enter into the cladding region. So, this is the reason why some light enters into the cladding region. Okay. So, the bending is also one of the reason for the loss of light. Now, micro bending, when some external forces are acting on the optical fiber, then the smooth surface of interface will be get disturbed, which create some bend points. Okay, so external sources are when external things like what we can say, externally we are just keeping a large load on the optical fiber. Then what happens to the optical fiber cable? The optical fiber cable will be bent, as well as the optical fiber cable may not send the signals in a clear manner if there is a large massive thing is kept on the optical fiber. Okay, so when some external forces act on the optical fiber, then smooth surface will be interface will be disturbed, which creates some bending points. Okay, due to this bend points, some light energy will enter into the cladding region. This results in the loss of signal power. This is called as micro bending loss. So, see here, micro bending loss will be like this, macro bending loss will be like this. So, the small change in due to the bend of the surface, a small loss will be there in micro bending, and here in macro bending we do have large change in the large loss may be occur due to macro bending. Okay. Now, absorption loss, fiber joint and dispersion loss. Absorption loss. Every material have natural property of absorbing energy. In fiber optics, light energy is going to be absorbed by core cladding regions when it is propagated through the optical fiber. So, what is the major thing that we can learn from the fiber optics? The core cladding interface, light propagation. That's enough. So, here the absorption loss, because of the light can be absorbed by each surface. The light can be absorbed by each surface when the light is incident on the surface. So, here also the same thing happens. Now, fiber joints. Fiber optical cables are connected by using some special joints or special cables. These connections affects the propagation of light. This type of losses will come under loss of optical fiber joints. So with the joining of the fibers, one fiber to the other, one fiber to the other, one fiber to the other for a longer distances, then what happens here? The fiber joints, due to the joining of the fibers, it might not be joined in a proper manner. It might not be sync with the previous one exactly. Then there will be loss in the communication, loss in the data transfer. Dispersion loss. It is the property of broadening of width of pulses as light progress through the optical fiber. Okay. The result of dispersion is overlapping of light pulses at receiving end, which results in the loss of data. So, what is dispersion loss? It is majorly pointed out with the what we can say, overlapping of light pulses. Okay. So, dispersion of light takes place when the light pulses overlap on one another, because each light pulse carries a different kind of pulses, a different kind of bandwidths, or a different kind of nodes. Why? Because it depends upon the frequency of emitted sound waves, or frequency of emitted electrical signals that are converted from the sound signals. So, there will be a lot of changes will be there for optical fibers. Okay. So, the dispersion loss tells about the overlapping of the light pulses. Now, applications. What are the different applications of optical fibers? Yes, we have already studied about the optical fiber communication of optical fibers. Now, we are going to have the internet, medical, automotive industry, and finally communication system, as already we have learned. So, these are many areas where we can have the optical fibers. So, internet, optical fibers cable transmit large amount of data at very high speed compared to the traditional copper wires, and fiber optic cables are less bulky, lighter and more flexible, carry more data. Okay, this is why we are using the optical fibers. Now, medical applications. Optical fibers are widely used in the field of medicine and research. Optical fiber communication is an important part of non-intrusive surgical methods, and popularly known as endoscopy. If we have any problem in heart, or if you have any problem in any stomach region or somewhat, then the optical fibers are sent through particular nose or mouth, and these optical fibers, the light will be sent through the laser light will be sent through the optical fibers to cure that particular area. So, this is very important, because instead of opening the open heart surgery or opening a stomach and so on, if we identify the particular problem at that particular area, the cells can be destroyed by sending the optical fibers. Okay. So, this is what they are using in the medical industry. And now, automotive industry. Fiber optic cables play an important role in lighting and security features of today automobiles. They are widely used in lighting both the interior and exterior vehicles. Okay. So, here the fiber optics is also used for daily purpose, where it can lighten both internal and external vehicles. Okay. Fiber optic cables can transmit signals between different part of vehicles at a lightning speed. Okay. So, the transmission of signals through the optical fibers for different parts of vehicles with the speed of light gives the importance of optical fibers in automotive industry. So, this makes them invaluable in the use of safety applications such as airbags and traction control. Okay. So, here automotive industry also uses the fiber optics. Now, communication system. We have already learned the communication system as well. Now, military and space applications. There are military and space applications, optical sensors, mechanical inspections, and lighting and decors. So, this you might have seen, lighting and decors. What are lighting and decors? So, many we can see optical fibers can be used as a flower pots. So, the light comes from the flower pots, and these are the optical fibers. So, a flower pot will be like this. The optical fibers are like this. We can arrange small switch, and if we switch on, the colors of the light maybe changes. Okay, this is for lighting and decors. Mechanical inspections. Optical fiber cables are widely used in the inspection of inaccessible places. Some such applications are on-site inspection of engineers and pipe inspection of plumbers. Okay, so for the to detect any problem in a pipe, these can be useful. The optical fibers can be useful. Now they are also used in optical sensors. An optical sensor converts light rays into electrical signals. It measures physical quantity of light and then translate it into in the form of in a form that can be read by instructions. Optical sensors are used for counting and also positioning the parts of contactless detection. Okay, so these are a few applications of sensors. Optical fibers in sensors. Now, so what you have learned till now? Till now you have learned about the optical fibers, the losses in the different types of losses in the optical fibers, and also applications of optical fibers. With this, our optical fiber lasers and optical fiber unit is completed. Thank you.